Hello again, this is Whiskey River here, and welcome back to Path of Titans. And today, you probably could tell by the title, I'm going to go over the fiercest creature in Gondwa, the Golugore. This Golugore is definitely the honey badger of Path of Titans, and is the fiercest creature you can play. Two of these can take out just about anything. They can take out Gigas, they can take out Rexes, they can take out Para, they can take out Trikes, they can take out Great Triceratops, they can take out just about anything. It's just easy mode, face tank time, and you can kill pretty much anything you can catch. As you can see here, I just easily took out a Giga and now a Spino. Even just one of these things can take out most bigger opponents. A few things that have given me trouble are Edmonts, and some of the things that can do knockback are kind of hard. Tyranno Titans can be kind of difficult if they time their tail knockback right. The Golugore has, in addition to its regular bite, it's got this big heavy bite. It makes that loud sound, and it's like a charge heavy bite. You don't charge it up, you just hit the button and it does this long animation like a heavy bite. And when it hits, it does fracture and it does massive damage. So if you can catch your opponent and hit it with that, you'll probably win the fight. We've even taken out Argents on these things. It wasn't the best Argent player. I took out one Argent, but it wasn't the best Argent player. But still, the fact that it can take out an Argent is kind of crazy. They're just very, very tough. They have a hunker ability that kind of like the Anno, where you can take a lot less damage when you're in hunker, and they do an immense amount of damage. They've got a couple of different calls. They've got the call that gives them more defense and keeps them tankier. That's the one I'm using here in this video. And they've got another call that gives them more damage. But as long as you can, even taking a stomp like that from a DB Giga, which is a sub Titan in the server, it can take that hit. This server is Apex Killers, by the way. Check it out. There's two servers, Apex Killers and Apex Killers 2. That's where all these dinosaurs are and where all this video is recorded. The Golugore is if I was going to choose a solo creature and I just wanted to go easy mode and not be afraid of anything, this is what I would pick. There's not that many things that can kill you. And a lot of things will underestimate you and come try to fight you. A lot of bigger things, and you can kill them if you can catch them. That's the main thing, is that it is kind of slow. For its size, being a sub apex, it's probably the slowest, and so it can't catch a lot of things. But the players that make the mistake of not running away, you'll probably kill them. I mean, we're even taking out a Dominus here. It's fractured, so it can't fly, and he's making the mistake of trying to fly away when you really should just be fighting. And you can just see how easy it is to take this stuff out. Honey and I'll play on these quite often when we just want to chill and have some fun and go tank some things. You can hop on a couple of Golugores and pretty much annihilate anything in your path. I mean, they're just like little Tasmanian devils. It's a low skill ceiling for these guys. It's pretty easy to use. You don't have to be super skillful. So if you're new at the game or you just feel like doing easy mode, hop on one of these and watch how easy it is to kill everything. You just saw us kill a Spino, a Giga, even now we're killing some PT Rexes. The better players on PT Rexes can put up a good fight. The OG Rex can put up a really good fight. That's actually the only thing that's killed me, because they can actually run faster than you, or maybe as fast as you when they're sprinting. And the only thing is that you have more stamina. So if they catch you, then you're in trouble. If they bone break you and catch you, then you might not be able to get away, and they do so much damage that they can hurt you. But you're faster, or you have more stamina than them, so as long as you stay away from them, you'd be fine. Or if you are fighting one, you definitely gotta stay behind it and watch out for its stomp. These paras did a pretty good job. They were all focusing me, and they ended up getting me pretty low once they stacked their damage and were focusing pretty good. But as you can tell, there's still really no match. No match for the Golugore. He's doing pretty good chunks of damage there, so I kind of got worried there for a second, but he wasn't able to get away. At the end, he realized I was going to be too much for him, and he turned around too late. Even EO Triceratops, armored EOs, you can take them down pretty easy. I think the regular EO is the vanilla one is actually a little harder. In this clip, this guy was RBing here. He was trying to help his trike friend, but it didn't matter. My other video, I put down the best solo creatures. One of them was that Madrehorn, and it is good, but if you come across two Golugores, you're going to be in trouble because you can't run away from them. And they'll kill you pretty easily. You've got to get yourself into a good position on a Madrehorn and try to hit the stop. If you can't do that, then they'll probably kill you. This is a great Triceratops. You can see even him, the turn radius is so bad on those. You can stay behind them pretty much and avoid their headbutt and kill them that way. You can see even when he's hitting me, they take less damage in their tail. So if they're hitting you in the tail, you just saw right there, he headbutted me a couple times. It barely did any damage. He's hitting Honey in the head there, and it's doing damage, but not enough. I mean, you can see we've already got him scarring pretty good, and he's, we're still well over half health. I mean, you could even just 1v1 these guys. You just have to play it a little safer. This is the first Madrehorn that we killed. You can see how easy this is. You can tank those back kicks. You can even tank a headbutt, and if it bone breaks you or fractures you with that trunk, like you can see there, you can still get away from it. You typically have it fractured also, so you're always going to be faster than the Madrehorn. If it hits you in the tail, it does less damage, so as long as you have that armored tail equipped. But if they stay out in the open like this, and you can stay behind it, you can see how easy it is just to melt them. The one thing you got to worry about is that big stomp right there. You can see that one. The thing is, it's like they telegraph it. You can see him raising up. It's about to happen, and you just get out of the way. And as long as you get one of those charged fracture bites on them, then they're not going to be able to catch you, even if you're fractured, like you see that I am here. The ones that play up against the wall like that are the harder ones to fight, but even if you can get in on their sides and you can kind of bait out that stomp, it costs them stamina when they're up like that, so they can't do it for too long. So you can kind of bait it out and predict when they're going to use it, and then just go in and out when they're not raised up. This isn't the best place to fight Golugores on as a Madrehorn, but it's probably in this area one of the better spots to go to, because at least he does have a wall behind him. But really, you want to get up on like a rock or in a corner or something that's going to force the Golugore to come directly in front of you. If they do that to you on a Golugore, then you just walk away and don't fight them. But if they're out in the open like this and you have some sides accessible, then you can beat them, and you can, like I said, you can tank a full stomp. As long as you're full health when you take it, you'll survive. Those front stomps, the single stomps, aren't too bad, and the back kicks don't really hurt you all that bad. When they fracture you and start headbutting you, as long as if you're not taking the damage in the tail, it'll do pretty good chunks off of you. But if you just turn around and walk away and make them hit your tail, you won't take much damage at all. Like I said, the harder things to fight are going to be the stuff that has knockback. Then the players that know how to time your bite, if they can knock you back so that you miss your bite a lot, those are the hard ones to fight. But the big slow stuff like this that can't get away, that's really, really good targets for the Golugore. The small stuff, the small fast stuff, like the Smilodons and things like that, those are going to be harder for you to fight because they can get in and out and hit you. But the Golugore is just so tanky, and it has the hunker that it's even then it's really not that bad. You can withstand most of those fights. I typically get them. I've been attacked a few times by some swarms of little things, and I can usually get into a spot. It's just kind of like what this Madhor needs to do is you get onto a rock or get into a corner that limits their movement, and you force them to come at your face, and you get bites on them every time they come in. You'll probably win the fight. So it's a very, very tough creature to play, and definitely the easiest to play and the most survivable by far, I think, in Path of Titans right now on the Apex Killers server. I don't know how they have them balanced on the other servers, but on this server George has got it balanced really nicely, and it's definitely the honey badger of Path of Titans. Just a super tough, high damage dealing monster. It's kind of fun just to cruise around and be a tough guy and see what can actually challenge you and take you down. I haven't had anything kill me on this since a OG Rex killed me a couple of weeks back, and it was when I first started on the Golugore and I didn't quite know its limitations and things. So I was sort of trying to face tank it, and I learned my lesson on that. You cannot face tank an OG Rex. The vanilla Rex is on this server is a sub Titan, and they just do a lot of damage, and they've got enough health and combat weight to withstand your attacks while they do more DPS to you. So you got to watch out for those guys. Here we were kind of debating on whether or not I should go around and go up on top of that cliff that's behind them, because a previous one that we killed, that's how I was doing it. I was going back up there and then hitting my big charge bite, and then jumping down on it and hitting it that way. But I was ending up like right underneath it. Even when I was doing that, I was kind of landing like almost directly underneath it or right next to it anyway. So I kind of figured I might as well just hit him right along this wall right here, and it would be about the same, really. I didn't have to go all the way around, because it takes kind of a long time to go all the way around. And then there's other players in this area. It's kind of popular, so other players end up seeing you, and they think that you're not in a fight, and they attack you. So I just figured I'll just stay right here, and as long as I can stay behind him like that, then it's fine. I mean, as soon as I get behind them, I wedge myself sort of behind them like that. They've got to turn around anyway, and it just leaves me an opening to get away or to continue biting them. Or leaves an opening for my partner to hit them. when he's facing me and vice versa. But even solo, you can fight a Madrehorn. It's a lot harder, especially if they go up against a wall or on a rock or something like that. But if they're out in the open, you can definitely solo Madrehorn as well. I mean, at this point, the guy's cooked. We can just run in there and face tank him. He's not going to be able to, unless he gets a stomp off, he's not going to kill us. And there's the opening, so we can just finish him off. So, I mean, we've taken on pretty much the biggest, toughest stuff in Path of Titans. Here's even an Apato that we took on. We killed an Argent, but I didn't want to put that video in because it wasn't the best. The Argent player was clearly not the best Argent player, so it wasn't that spectacular of a fight, but it was kind of cool to know that you can actually take him down. This guy played pretty well, but we're using the acidic, the other bite on this one, where I forget the name of it now, but it's basically got like it says that it regurgitates its stomach acids to reduce the armor of the enemy that you're fighting, and that's what we're using here on this Apato, and it basically just melts their health over time. So yeah, that's the fiercest creature in Gondwa, I think, guys, in Path of Titans. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you like the Golugore? Is it OP? Probably a real easy choice, but it is fun. It can be fun to use. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and thanks for watching as always. I do hope to see you out there in Gondwa. Goodbye.